What is up, everyone watching on True Heel Heat, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube? On this week's NX3, we are talking everything from the August 24th, 2021 edition of NXT. This is the fallout from TakeOver 36. It's pretty much everything they didn't have time for TakeOver 36. It'll be me, Romeo, it'll be Ness, and it'll be the spirit of Chris G. This is NX3. Or NX2, whatever you want to call it. What's up, Ness? How you doing, brother?
Feeling mighty fine, good brother. You know, our this is the first time going live, right? Yeah. So our first live. Just hurts that the good brother True Hill Chris G couldn't be here with us, but we're gonna hold it down for him.
Definitely. This was a scheduling thing this week, so we were like, fuck it, we'll do it live. Christian will be back here next week. We do plan on going live for good sometime in September. But hey, we're here. We thank you for joining us. All we ask in return, leave us a thumbs up on Facebook or on YouTube. Definitely share this video if you can. It helps us grow our following and get more people to follow along. Leave a comment, be a part of the live chat. We're live here, so let's go back and forth. Let's talk NXT. Even if you didn't see NXT, listen to us, describe the show, and give us your thoughts on just that alone. And, of course, subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel if you're not already. Plenty of content dropping throughout the week. Hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss when we go live and when we drop new videos. Ness, what did you think of this week's NXT, which was rumored to be like the beginning of the new NXT? You know, they got the tapings after TakeOver, but to me, it sort of still felt like the same for now.
Yeah, there wasn't any major change that we were dreading, so that was good at least. That nothing, boys, that was good. Like we were just like, oh shit, after TakeOver, it's the new NXT. Everything's going to go downhill from here, but it was all right.
Definitely, we appreciate Super Chats. They help out the channel a long way, and getting all of our host microphones to upgrade our equipment, upgrade our quality, and we thank you for supporting True Heel Heat. Let's start from the beginning for NXT, which was with Cameron Grimes, the new $1 million champion. Got the red carpet with Ted DiBiase. What a duo.
Like a star.
For sure. You deserve it. You deserve a chance. Ted DiBiase admits he was testing Cameron Grimes a little bit throughout this whole storyline. Very adorable moment. They both say, "To the moon," together. Grimes bucks start falling in the crowd. Here you see the announcers enjoying the Grimes bucks. Wade Barrett, not so much. And then later on in the night, Grimes feels bad. He gives the championship back to Ted, says it's his legacy. Ted hands the title back, says it's Grimes to look at and remember all the good times. Grimes notices it doesn't feel the same. It says WWE Shop Replica on it. Of course, Ted laughs and drives off.
That damn DiBiase.
I thought this was a perfect bow on the storyline. I loved everything from the storyline, not just tonight. From the storyline beginning to end, they move on. If this was Monday Night Raw, they'd have a rematch. Move on. Both move on. Have Ted move on too. You can't have the $1 million title linger around. I understand, because you'll have someone win it who doesn't make sense with it. It'd be like someone else besides Taz and Brian Cage being FTW champion in AEW. It's the same thing. So I understand.
Yeah,
Ness.
as long as they don't keep it, I actually like this idea as well. It was right for the time it was there. Like it doesn't actually need to be in an honored championship in the company or on the brand. So or recognized championship, I should say. It went between two guys who had money in their gimmicks and stuff like that. So it served its purpose. Got Cameron even more over. Got the babyface sympathy behind him. He went, did the unthinkable, which everybody knew he was going to do, quote unquote. So it was good, and it was a nice little, nice heartwarming moment at the end because even though he screamed out that damn Ted DiBiase, it was more of like a love thing, just out of respect and not how he was doing it before when Ted was just pissing him off.
We had fun with the $1 million title, with the storyline, and not only Cameron Grimes, I thought LA Knight also got elevated from all of this.
Yeah, honestly he did a lot to help Cameron Grimes elevate it and even just push the story further along with the whole, you're going to be my butler, because they could have just been going back and forth, just fighting over the title just itself with no other storyline. Like you said, we could have got a rematch after a rematch after a rematch, but they actually furthered the storyline outside of just these guys having in-ring interaction. It was outside of the ring, with the vignettes, Cameron Grimes becoming the butler, Ted DiBiase coming back into the fray, him building up Cameron Grimes, just saying like, kid, this isn't you, you're not somebody's pushover to be walked on, him giving that Cameron Grimes that confidence to finally win the big one.
Next up, we had Richholland versus Timothy Thatcher. Ridge wins with his finisher. Afterwards, Ciampa picks a fight. Pete Dunne gets involved. Ciampa is taken out by Oney Lorcan and the returning Danny Burch. So this four-man stable here is complete now with the return of Burch. Got Burch, Lorcan, Dunne, Holland, Ciampa, and Thatcher outnumbered. Later on, they announced that Thatcher is indefinitely out of action from being injured in this melee. What did you think of all this? Honestly, me personally, I couldn't get into this match for some reason.
I didn't either.
Didn't enjoy it.
I didn't either. It seemed just because Richholland was pretty much working this match as the lead. It didn't do it for me. Timothy Thatcher it wasn't a squash, but he didn't really get that much offense in. But I don't think Richholland is nowhere near where he should be at having this much offense in the match. I get it because he's a big guy. So the new NXT, he will be somebody that's going to get pushed. But this is part of the reason why people are just like not really feeling that idea, because just because you're a big, 6'4", 6'5", 200 plus, like 250 plus, 300 pound dude, just because you have the look doesn't mean that you have the ability to do everything. And at this point in time, he doesn't. He's, I wouldn't say green, but he still needs a whole lot of work. And I
tried to watch this match with new eyes. Blank canvas. I was like, all right, Richholland, impress me. You got Timothy Thatcher in there, impress me. And I just wasn't impressed.
I honestly, just because I think it's because Richholland was pretty much dominant throughout this whole match. And it's not the fact that he was dominant, but it's the fact that he's just like all right in the ring so far. He just has the look going for him. He just needs to work on a little bit more. And I'm not saying he needs to do flips or, springboards or anything like that. You just gotta like work your attitude into the match, because there's plenty of guys his size that can like generate from the crowd, like generate a reaction from the crowd. He doesn't really have that connection with the CWC or just anybody at this point, even the people at home. Probably he's just a big guy.
Josh Morera fell asleep during NXT, automatic thumbs down. So thumbs down on you, pal. Wake up! We had a sit down with Carmelo Hayes. Just, the interviewer asked, "What's next for you, win or lose?" And and subconsciously in my head, and this is NXT's fault, WWE's fault, I'm just like, well, shit, I'll probably get released. That's what the first thing that comes to mind. And it's WWE's fault for letting that come to my mind because I don't want to think that subconsciously, but that's the kind of shit I think with all the shit they're doing.
That happens in real life.
It's sad. It's sad. Backstage, we had an Index interview. They got the Index shirts. Must buy. I agree. Must buy. They've got a wedding date, September 14th. And apparently, myself, you, and Chris G are all invited.
Hell yeah.
We are going to make quite a day of that. Quite a celebration. That's got to be when we first start going live again. It has to be. September 14th.
Yeah. I would like to think so.
They should stack that episode. Indy waits to be kissed by her man. For some reason, he doesn't do it, so she just does it herself. That was a little awkward. It's already a bit rocky here between Index. I don't know.
Nah, I think he does. He's not in the PDA like that.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. We all can't be. Next up, we got a women's tag: Casey and Kaden versus JC Jabroni and G Doolin. You can tell my impression that Casey and Kaden, they work on their craft at the PC. They're not just sitting around fucking doing nothing all day. They try
or just only doing TikToks because they are TikTok stars apparently.
TikTok tag team. Ugh. But yeah, like Kaden right here with the drop kick in the corner into a splash. That was nice. Yeah. They win with their double team finisher. The 450 into what does Kaden do? Like a reverse DDT, I think. Well, she does the 450.
I think it's either the reverse DDT or a neck breaker.
Yeah. Later on in the evening, Mandy Rose with Gigi and JC tells them to come with her if they never want to feel like that again.
Shit, I go with her if I never feel like that because I know I'm gonna feel a certain way going with Mandy Rose. So yeah, I'm following her
Mandy.
too.
I'll come, Mandy. Any thoughts on everything that was going on here?
The match was okay. Yeah, it was okay. I actually like the fact that Casey and Kaden actually won because they've actually been on a roll far as a tag team, and they're like actually a tag team. So it's not just like this new pairing of Gigi and JC Jane being thrown together out of nowhere, and then now they're going to get all this momentum going into the women's tag division. So, and they're building Casey and Kaden up. Like now it's just like when are they ever going to get a title shot? Because they've been teaming for months. They're best friends. I think they're like roomies down in Florida. So like I'm ready to see that match, them two versus Io Shirai and Zoe Starks.
What is up, Frantic World? Thank you for joining us here on NX3. Moving on to a backstage interview with Raquel, who's still women's champion from TakeOver, says if she knows Dakota Kai, she knows it's not over. Whoa. Now here I thought thinking maybe Dakota might go to the main roster, but you got a little hit there. Dakota might stick around a little bit longer to continue this feud.
Yeah, we'll see what Vince got to say about that.
Yeah, we will see. Because wink, wink, Vince has the last wink. She credits Kaylee Ray for everything she's done in NXT UK. And then Frankie Monet interrupts, saying she doesn't wait in line for anything. And she's coming for Raquel.
Yeah. Not like it matters. She's already lost, so I can see her losing this as well.
Absolutely. Valentina Jabroni, no relation to Jabroni Jane, versus Kaylee Ray. Kaylee Ray making her NXT debut. She wins with the Gory Bomb. I thought nothing special. There's better ways to showcase Kaylee Ray. The crowd was absolutely dead. Yeah,
this was a dud for me as well. Like, if they would have put her in there with
someone that knows what they're doing.
Yeah, well, yeah. It seems like that chick didn't know what she was doing at all.
Green is goof shit.
Yeah, so it would have been better if they would have gave her like maybe not an NXT like superstar as her first match, but just somebody a little bit more known and that can work a little bit. Because this is I don't really like the squashes for the people that like are known in the company put them in. You know where they can work. You know, she was the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion or NXT UK Women's Champion. Get her in there and make her ass work. Give her an actual fight to show why she was the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion. Don't just give her an easy ass pass against some jabroni that didn't even get a ring entrance.
Agreed. I only like those squashes when it's like someone, you know, who's oversized. Then you have somebody who just bump around for them. Then Kaylee Ray does not fit that mold. She's a type of wrestler. You got to make her stand out in a different way.
Exactly.
Next up, we got the new NXT champ, Samoa Joe, the three-time NXT.
Yeah, I don't like that. I ain't like that at all. I get it, Joe. Don't you stepping on my toes now, Joe. I'm the three-time baby making champion. I'll let it pass.
This is NX3, man. This is NX3.
I get it.
We like the number 3 here.
That's true.
He called Karrion Kross the most dominant NXT champ in history. But it's no time to celebrate. He came to fight. Open challenge, of course, is answered by Pete Dunne. And you don't just stare at someone for a month and not follow up on it, don't you?
Exactly.
Here you go. Dunne says Joe ain't the baddest around here, no matter how many times he's been champ. Go fetch your mate Regal and tell him to make this match. LA Knight interrupts, shockingly. There's another guy I thought could be main roster bound.
The nerve of him, though. How do you just lose a title? It wasn't really recognized like as a real NXT title, but how do you just lose the $1 million championship? Like, all right, fuck that title. I'm going for the top title now. I just lost, but it don't matter.
Yeah. Absolutely true. He says if Joe has enough tingle in his loins, he's here to be his first challenger. Pause.
Super pause.
Holy shit.
Hey, if I excite you, I want to fight you.
Pete Dunne checks LA Knight, and then Kyle O'Reilly's music hits. It's the revolving door promo. It's time for a new number 1 contender. Everybody stakes their claim. Kyle's still selling the hurt ribs from winning the undisputed finale. And a sick burn of LA Knight saying he'd only win a Stone Cold knockoff contest. Richholland attacks Kyle from behind. Ciampa attacks Pete Dunne from behind. Ridge headbutts Ciampa. Joe headbutts Knight. Joe raises the title, and Ciampa, I like this, keeps his eye on it. Old Goldie for Ciampa. And then later on, backstage, Duke Hudson runs into Kyle O'Reilly backstage, says something very smart-assy, and they fight. And we have got a 1,000,001 feud set up from this one segment. Just chaos everywhere. I'm not a fan of that when they do that. What about you? What did you think of all this?
It was all right. It wasn't the greatest. It was okay to see the challengers for Joe's potential next challengers. You know, we already talked about it being Pete Dunne. That was at the top of our list. Kyle O'Reilly was on that list as well. I didn't even think of Tommaso Ciampa. That's a match that I would love to see as well for the NXT title. But as long as they just throw them out there and don't make it a multi-man match where all these guys in it. They put the title back on Joe, so let him have a title run. You know, don't just make him the 3-time NXT champion just so you can say he's a 3-time NXT champion. At least make it mean something.
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna slow burn Dunne and Joe, and then have everything else you just saw in that segment happen first.
Yeah,
so Dunne is gonna be distracted by other things going on. But I still think Dunne is the next NXT champion.
Which is fine because he has a whole other storyline going on with Tommaso Ciampa and Timothy Thatcher. So that's fine with me.
By the way, they cut a promo altogether. And Lorcan and Birch definitely mentioned they never lost the tag titles. They want that. Richholland was talking shit to Ciampa, and Dunne was talking shit to Joe, of course. So, yeah, they got a whole bunch of feuds here.
Yeah, it's the UK Undisputed Era.
It's too soon. That's way too soon. I still got Undisputed Era on my mind, man. But yeah, you're right. It's looking like it. We'll see. They need a name. Quick. Come on.
Yeah.
Brainstorm. We need a name, NXT. That's I can't keep calling
You know
them
what the name's going to be?
guys.
Rich. I was going to say Richholland, Pete Dunne, only Lurkin, and Danny Burch.
Probably Richholland and friends, knowing how much they love Ridge.
At this point, yeah.
NXT Breakout Tournament Finals. Did the announcer botch it? Did she say like Brock out or something? I could have sworn I heard something.
It was something like she definitely didn't get that out right.
This is taped, folks. Carmelo Hayes versus Odyssey Jones. This was a little David versus Goliath, dueling Let's Go Mello, Odyssey chants. In the end, Odyssey with a huge splash. I thought it was it. At the 2 counts, Carmelo turns it into a crucifix pin for the win. There is your Breakout Tournament winner, Carmelo Hayes. They shake hands after. Good sportsmanship from the 2 baby faces. Regal presents Carmelo with a contract to face any champion. Mello on the mic shouts out Odyssey, gives him credit, says it's way too early to decide which champ to face. Hey, you the man, bro. Take your time. Says he knows his shot, and when he shoots, he don't miss. Sounds like you, Ness.
Well, we both take different shots. He's taking the shot in wrestling, and I just shoot up clubs.
Oh man, so Carmelo, he doesn't have to choose yet, but he's got Samoa Joe right now. He's got Swerve Scott, NA champ, Kushida, cruiserweight champ, no $1 million champ. I guess that's gone. So yeah, I mean, I think I'll probably, as a babyface, go after Swerve, North American Championship.
I was thinking that, and that'll be a great match.
And if he doesn't want to wait later on until one of these guys drops a title or anything like that. Even though logically you would want to go for the NXT championship.
You know, you would think that that's what happened, but he might be a smart man and say, "Oh fuck, that's Samoa Joe."
Samoa Joe, huh?
I ain't trying to get choked out and get my ass kicked.
Let me go after the brother. Black on black crime, man.
Right.
I enjoyed this match. I thought the Rayman won. I have big hopes for Carmelo Hayes. And that was a good finish to protect Odyssey a bit. And Odyssey looked great for his part, really. Yeah. So, yeah, what did you think?
I like this match. I thought it was going to go the other way, obviously, the whole new NXT thing. I didn't see Odyssey. Yeah, exactly. I didn't see Odyssey Jones losing this match. But I'll give them props for actually pushing Carmelo Hayes, throughout the whole thing. He's really they've been high on him since he's debuted. You know, he's been face Kushida, face Adam Cole, so it kind of makes sense. Exactly, on that too. So he's been showing up. He's been given opportunities and delivering on these opportunities. So it makes a little bit of sense as to why he would win the Breakout tournament. But again, I didn't see it happen, especially at the one point in the match where he tries to go for like the springboard crossbody, and Odyssey Jones just like bear hug slams his ass out of nowhere, and I was like, oh shit, it's over right here. But at the end of the day, you can see like Odyssey Jones, like he's okay for his size, but again, he needs some work. So it kind of, outside of just how big he is, making him the breakout star, I think it would have hindered him and hurt him a little bit more because he still needs some work. Once this happens and you win this title of breakout star, you really have to deliver on it. I don't think Odyssey Jones is at that peak yet, at that level to deliver on that moniker as a breakout star. Not saying that he doesn't have the potential to do so and that he's not good. I just don't think that he's at that level of Carmelo Hayes. So, and Carmelo Hayes can go on and pick whoever, whether if it is Joe or if it is Kushida again, if it is Swerve, we already know all those matches will be either good to great, and I honestly didn't see any of that happening with Odyssey Jones just because he's still a little green.
Fair point. I agree. Frantic World agrees. Super pause LA Knight.
He says a lot of pause. He says a lot of pause worthy shit. Actually, like I haven't been keeping a tally, but I know like every episode he says some shit. I'm just like, yo, this guy's wild.
Wrestling god Pete Dunne should be the next challenger.
I
don't care
I don't
when
want
he
him to
is,
be,
just as long as he wins. Like I want
exactly. I don't want him to be the next
challenger
one.
Lose.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want him to be the next one because Joe is going to Joe's not going to lose his first title defense. That's just a given.
Agreed. Wrestling God, I don't think I've seen you before in the comments. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We appreciate it. All right, next up, we had Boa versus some guy named Zion Quinn.
Oh,
never seen before. You usually know people. You don't know this guy?
Nah. This and what happens in this match, I didn't see that either. We'll see that coming.
He fucking wins.
Yeah, like what the fuck?
Oh man! And then he thinks about going back to the back. He's like, "Nah, I think I'll take the other route."
I'm gonna head out. SpongeBob get up and like shit, dog. Like, how do you? You're supposed to be this enforcer. It doesn't work out that way whatsoever. You get beat by some jabroni. Dude doesn't even get an entrance. That happens quite often on NXT. Now that I think about it, do you guys no entrance? And the person that comes out with no entrance, they're just already in the ring, and then they win these upset matches over people that should be winning the match. I mean, that makes good for like surprises and stuff, but they don't follow up on it. Like this guy will win, and then either the following week he gets squashed, or you don't see him again.
You know what the best part about this is that Boa has earned himself another ass beating, and I can't wait for that vignette. They're gonna torture his ass. We might not ever see him again.
He gonna get sacrificed.
Something bad like this happens, they usually get released. I hate to bring that up again, but I saw what happened to Bobby Fish on his way out. He fucking got his ass beat. I saw it.
Damn. Yeah. Sheesh. Hey, honestly, at this point, the most it's Xia Li and was it Mei Yang?
Xia Li?
I think she's hurt. I think I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Still injured, yeah.
Yeah, but at this point, that's the only two they're worried about. They're just trying to stack their women's division. Boa, who cares? Yeah. They got Kushida. That's all they're worried about.
Just give us a nice torture scene sometime in the next few NXTs. Johnny Gargano asked his extended family member, who he considers family, because where there's a will, there's a way. And that's William Regal, to consider canceling this index wedding. Regal says no, it'll be good television. LA Knight.
Weddings in WWE on WWE television are always entertaining.
There's always something always goes wrong. LA Knight barges in, pretty pissed off about earlier. Gargano tattle saying, he didn't knock.
Oh, shit.
Regal looks so stressed when he closed the door on them both of them. I like that. That was entertaining.
Randall Gargano. That's hilarious.
Yep, there he is. He didn't knock. You gonna do something about that, William? Johnny's great.
Mr. Regal.
Hit Row versus Legato. A lot of chaos in this match, as you would expect.
Yeah.
I will mention that Top Dollar had quite the hot tag, where he was carrying all three of Legato at once, slamming them. Very impressive. That
was impressive. But then he followed up with that dumbass elbow. I can't tell you how much I hate that shit. When he bounces off the rope, he's like his version of a fucking 5-knuckle shuffle, and he's like,
oh, I thought of Road Dogg.
No, at least Road Dogg like shake, rattle, and roll, like he's like shimmies or something. I hate this shit. What are you doing? He's like trying to melly rock or do the chicken head, something. Yeah, I hate that shit. I really do.
There were like 3 moves he did where he's like saying a catchphrase before he does them. Calm down. Pick one and do it once. You don't have to do it before every single move.
Yeah. You know who impressed me in this
hotter
match a
than
lot?
Top Dollar? If you don't know, now you know. He said some
Yeah,
other shit.
he's saying everything, like all their catchphrases. Like, bro, it's not even on the shirt yet. Relax. But I will say this: Ashanti the Adonis, he impressed me in this match. I'm not usually a fan of his.
Look at that.
But he was working a little bit in this match. I'll give him his props.
Maybe he's working on his craft too and not doing jack shit at the Performance Center.
I would like to think so.
B-Fab gets involved on the outside, and then Elektra Lopez. You see her out of nowhere. She's got a lead pipe. She pulls out a lead pipe and smacks the shit out of B-Fab with it right in the abs.
Yeah.
Gives Santos a look. That look she gave was like, I'm a ride or die. I'm a ride or die. I want to be in Legato. And Santos was like, oh,
got you.
Okay.
I got you.
She throws the weapon to Swerve in the ring. The ref pulls it away from him, disposes of it, and Santos, with the most dangerous move in WWE, the roll-up on Swerve Scott. Dirty finish. I love the addition of a woman to Legado Del Fantasma.
We asked for this. We wanted this for weeks. We said it. Make it happen. I know somebody's back there watching us. One of those 15,000 viewers over the weekend had to be somebody on WWE's payroll. Hopefully they checked out the rest of our stuff. Say, hey, these guys make a very good point. We should add somebody to this. A women's wrestler to Legado del Fantasma. Elektra Lopez, like you would like to think the last name Lopez, she fits in with the rest of the Hispanic. Yeah, it had to be somebody Hispanic. So she fits in with the rest of the gimmick of the group. So it's great. I just want to see where they go with it from here. Can we get a 4-on-4?
Oh, we gotta get 4-on-4 for sure.
It's not. It wouldn't be a War Games. I wouldn't want to waste the War Games on that. Yeah, but it would be interesting if they went that route.
Damn. Let's wrap up this NXT 1:30 finish. Match of the night. I am gonna go with Hit Row and Legato.
Unanimous.
MVP. I'm gonna go with Carmelo Hayes.
Unanimous again.
And LVP. Is it gonna be a triple unanimous? Boa.
Oh yeah, of course. Triple unanimous. There's no way that you get the entrance. You're the known guy on this brand, or a known guy over at least your opponent, and then you lose with, again, the most dangerous move in WWE, fucking roll-up, surprise and shit. So yeah, and of course he's gonna have to answer to Mei Ying. It's just L's all over the place.
We'll put our thumbs out, and in 3, 2, 1, it'll be thumbs up or thumbs down for this edition of NXT. 3, 2, 1. Thumbs in. Man, we are on the same wavelength here.
Yeah, this episode really didn't do it for me. It was okay, and being a post takeover NXT, I thought it was going to be a lot more livelier than it was, and it just seemed like a regular run of the mill episode.
I agree. A lot of filler. The main event scene, like I said, way too chaotic. They've done that way too much recently. Yeah. They've done it. They did it recently and just went back to it. It's the whole reason Samoa Joe came back was to keep order. And because he's no longer security, there's still no order.
Yeah. Shit, honestly, there wasn't any order when he came back. It was just, he was like, all right, I'm tired of this shit. I'm going to start fucking these guys up because they disrespecting me, Regal. They keep disrespecting me, and I can't do nothing about it unless I'm provoked. I don't want to wait till they provoke me anymore. I'm going to be an active competitor.
Let me check what the True Heels gave it. They're voting on the YouTube video. They're also voting in the group, True Heels Facebook group. If you're not already joined, definitely join so you can vote on these polls. And it's really a tie between thumbs up and thumbs in the middle for True Heels. So I'm just going to say it's a thumbs in the middle and that they agree with us.
Yeah.
Bam. So on
we're 2/3. We're 2/3 of the vote anyway. So
true.
We
so
win.
You might as well just agree with us.
Yeah.
So on the NX3 scoreboard, where we keep track of thumbs up, thumbs downs, and thumbs in the middles, 13 thumbs ups for NXT, 0 thumbs downs, and 7 thumbs in the middles, as this is our 20th episode of NX3. And they still haven't gotten a thumbs down between the majority of us.
Well, that's good. At least the shows are tolerable.
Yes.
We've yet to encounter an episode where it's like, yo, fuck this shit. The whole show sucked. I'm tired of it.
It's not
That
Monday
only
Night
happens.
Raw territory.
I was gonna say, yeah, that only happens when we watch Raw.
You should see that scoreboard. Jesus.
Oh man.
Next week, I love hearing this. Ilya will be in the building, the new NXT UK champion. Of course, this is taped. He was still around, so they were like, all right, let's do one more appearance for him.
Yeah.
And they announced a few matches. We could do picks. I haven't looked at spoilers. I hope Ness didn't either.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know it was taped. I'm not gonna look at spoilers. I haven't looked at spoilers. I didn't know it was taped. I have no idea.
I don't like looking up spoilers. I like to be surprised, unless it just randomly come across it. Here's our picks. And Chris G caught up because he picked Carmelo Hayes to win the match. He also picked him to win the tournament. So he got 2 wins with that. He was really down in the dumps there, but here he comes.
Yeah.
We'll get his picks from him later on. Ciampa and Holland. I'm going to go with Ridge. You?
I want to say an upset by Ciampa.
Okay. Gargano versus LA Knight.
Gargano.
I'm going to go LA Knight. And Kyle O'Reilly, Duke Hudson. I am going to go Kyle.
Oh, yeah. That's fucking Duke Hudson. Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly.
It's a new NXT. It's a new NXT, pal.
Shit, it ain't that new for Duke Hudson to winning over Kyle O'Reilly.
Hey, man. We saw what happened to Bubba. Let's see if there's any last comments before we put a bow on this NX3. Maurice Williams singing, "The end is here. The game is over." Describing NXT. The end is here. That classic Armageddon theme song. How did you like my rendition? Pretty good, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that
You
coming.
didn't even have to warm up for it. You know, you're a natural.
All right. So, Ness, where can everyone find you?
You guys can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at skinny__Kravitz. Catch me right here on the True Hill Heat YouTube channel, one half of Fusion of Honor with the Stat King, the man of 1,004 numbers, where we review MLW Fusion and Ring of Honor. Catch me on Blunt Impact, Joints and Jabronis with Chris G, where we review Impact Wrestling. As always, catch me on NX3 with, once again, Chris G. My brother Romeo Anthony Cologne, where we review NXT. Hopefully it doesn't change on us to a major change on us, you know. Exactly.
Unless it's for the better.
unless it's for the better, where we're just giving straight thumbs up.
We'll give it a chance.
We are impartial. Yes, we are very impartial. We will give it a chance. We'll, you know, that's pretty much what we've been doing this whole time. Giving it a chance, as long as they don't go main roster crazy type of booking, which it's been sprinkled here and there during the show, but again, it's still not thumbs down worthy. Catch me on the roundtables. I'm the Roundtable Rebel. You know, as always, like the videos, subscribe, keep showing all the love. Appreciate all the love you guys showed us over the weekend for our 4-year anniversary. Record numbers, record likes, record subscribing, everything, all the above. So it's greatly appreciated.
We definitely appreciate it. You can follow me, True Heel Romeo, on Twitter and Instagram, right here on the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. I've got a bunch of things going on as well as Ness. Just came out with Rated Raw Superstars last night. If you missed it, we went live. Me, Drunk Guy, JJ. Carry on. Rated Raw Superstars number 15. Go ahead, Ness. Want to say anything about Karrion Kross since you haven't got a chance?
I've said enough. We just had the NXT TakeOver 36 roundtable. Make sure you check that out. We do a lot of we, as in myself, Chris G, and Top Guy JJ. We shit on Karrion Kross a whole lot. One person, and I'll give him his props for that, for having faith and still believing in Karrion Kross. Romeo Anthony Cologne. He still believes. Me, I never believed. And I just used that time to gloat about it.
Also, we've got a new True Rewind we dropped earlier today. 52, the best I ever had. Another mystery accuser of Shawn Michaels. What is going on, Shawn?
Yeah, he's like Bill Cosby.
The funny part is Vince McMahon just like, these outlandish claims, we have no idea who made them. It's like, respect the privacy of the accuser. That's not very Me Too of you, Vince.
Nah,
Jeez. She's lying. She's lying. Good shit. We cover the Monday Night War. Me, SP3, and Drunk Guy JJ. Check.
By the way, that's my favorite show on our channel. You guys definitely got to check it out. If you either weren't old enough to witness the Monday Night Wars on your own, or you just want that nostalgia back, get the flashback, see it as it is now, years later, when you can go back and actually understand the things that were going on there, you'll definitely love it.
Due to scheduling, there won't be a watch along of Dynamite or Friday Night Warriors this week, but we will be back next week, so look out for those. Maurice Williams, one last comment: the obstacle courses, rookies and pros coming back. Remember that?
Oh, come on, man! Don't put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Hey, man, that had the great Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he was the Miz was his fucking coach.
I
actually
kind of enjoyed that concept. It shouldn't be the whole show, but if it was just like a weekly thing, like something separate, I wouldn't mind it. You need some different shit instead of Boa out here fucking losing, doing nothing.
Oh yeah, we can send him to an obstacle course, and he doesn't even fucking make it all the way. Yeah, and then he gets thrown off the show like it's Real World versus Roll Rules Challenge or some shit.
Can you imagine Mei Ying being someone's pro?
Yeah, sacrifice him into the higher power.
I love it. I love it. All right, we thank you guys for watching another outstanding episode of NX3 by me and Ness. We picked up the slack for Chris G. He'll be back next week. We thank you guys. Please like this video, share this video, leave a comment if you're watching this on demand. Let us know what you thought. Subscribe to the True Heel Heat YouTube channel. Hit the bell for all notifications so you know when we go live and when we drop more content, because more content is on the way. It's on the way every day. So, for Ness, I am Romeo. We thank you for watching NX3 number 20, the TakeOver 36 Fallout. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, even when NXT changes, we're still going to make it entertaining. Fuck that new NXT shit.
Carry on, carrying.